Okay, so I'm about to go to my foot doctor appointment, and I will keep it 8 more than 92 with you. If he tells me I can't run, just kidding. I wonder if I need to bleep that. Uh, I'm not. I'm just kidding. No crimes will be committed, but I will ignore his medical advice. I'm being honest. My foot doesn't hurt anymore, so I think it's probably fine. Hopefully, he will be like, "You're okay. Do what you want." But if he's like, "Hey, be safe," I will be like, "No, I'm not scared. You're scared." Uh, no, I'm not gonna say that either. But look, I got Sonic on my head. I have to run anyway. Uh, what have I been working on? So I've just been refactoring a lot. I noticed there was actually an issue when I tried to create like a game template by copying the boba game. I realized that it was not properly copying over the resources. So I fixed that. And right now I'm actually just starting to read this book. It's pretty new. So I don't know if it's good or not. It doesn't have a ton of reviews. It does have really terrible AI art on the cover, I will be honest. But I'm hoping it's good. Packed books in the past have been good. I'm hoping that's just like laziness because it was written by programmers. They didn't want to pay an artist, which sucks. I won't lie, that sucks. I'm pretty anti-AI art and AI in general, but it's not. That's neither here nor there. Anyway, so I'm going to go to the foot doctor in about 30 minutes, and hopefully I will have good news after that. But thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. So I got off at the wrong stop on the bus. So I'm getting a little extra cardio. Hell yeah. Here I am at the doctor's office. As you can see, they got Nemo's. Love Nemo's. I found him. And look at this freaky store. The little Colonel Sanders, and look at this guy. I don't like him. He should be redacted.
Okay, so he did not say I can't run, so we're good. I was thinking maybe I should get like fitted for running shoes to be more safe, and maybe that'll hurt my feet less, but we'll see.
Here I am on a bus to the west side listening to Lupe Fiasco. I felt really one with the land because he's from the west side. And here I am running in the rain. This is my first run back. It was later that day. I couldn't wait. Just could not wait. She's a runner. She's a track star. So I just ran for the first time in 2 weeks. I'm very, very jazzed. As you can see, I'm singing TikTok songs. So kept it short, only ran a mile just to like see how my foot's feeling. It felt good. It was also raining, which actually was kind of nice and didn't get all super hot. I'm sure I was sweating, but I couldn't tell, so it doesn't matter. The 5K is actually this Sunday. It's Tuesday right now. So I'm gonna try to do it. Probably won't be able to run the whole thing since I missed 2 weeks of training, but I think this is encouraging. I'm happy. So pray for me. And getting even more activity in. Doing a little boxing. I actually didn't stop boxing when I couldn't run, but maybe I should have. I don't know. Whatever. Yeah, working on the little double jab. Do I look like Muhammad Ali in this? Not because of my boxing skills, because of how grainy the footage is. There's no lighting in this gym, so it's really hard to get a good shot. So yeah, that's why it looks like, I don't know, it was filmed in, I don't know, the 1960s. But yeah, just working on some combos. I think I need to go back to my boxing class though, because when I watch videos of myself boxing, I'm like, damn, I'm not good. But when I'm actually doing it, I'm like, damn, I'm so good at this. So yeah, I probably need a critique. And then here, I was just pushing the sled again. You know how much I love pushing the sled and also showing my ass to the camera. I swear I'm not doing this on purpose. Maybe a little bit. I guess I could put the camera somewhere else, but I don't know. Y'all freaks probably like it. Yo freaky ass. And here's me panting. Back at the track. There's a lot of motherfuckers here today, though. Makes me feel self-conscious about how slow I run. No choices. I give myself no choices. Back at it again. This time I ran 3 kilometers. Just ramping it up for that 5K. Later on in the week, I ran a 5K as practice, though. I am leaking. I did 3 kilometers today. I think I'm gonna rest for one day and then I'm gonna run again on Friday. And then Sunday is the 5K. Will I make it? Will I die on the trail? Tune in the next episode of Dragon Ball Z. Alright, doing a little midday walk to the stove because I'm out of, well, everything. But I did want to give a little update. So I took a little break from actually working on the game / engine. I have done some refactoring, but I've actually been reading a lot of that book with the shitty AI art that I mentioned before. It's actually been really fun. I didn't major in computer science, so my knowledge of data structures and algorithms isn't the strongest. So it's actually been fun to learn in the context of game dev. But yeah, I will get back to that soon. And yeah, I know I'm not always the most consistent on YouTube, but cut me some slack. I gotta read books and then work on a game engine and then film and edit. It's a lot. So if I am slow to release videos, that's why. But anyway, we're heading to the store. I got my my Bagoose. That a Bagoose is a Bagu bag that looks like a goose. They technically say it's a swan, but why would they call it a swan when Bagoose is right there? I think it's a goose. Anyway, let's go to the stove. Okay, today is the day. It is 5K day. I'm about to head over to, it's at a brewery, so I'm about to head over to the brewery. I already ran a 5K this week, so I think I'll be fine. I'm hoping to get a little bit faster time. I stopped at stoplights when I was running last time, and this time I probably will too, because, running in the city. Anyway, I don't know what my point was there. Oh yeah, 51 minutes a couple days ago. I'm hoping to get under 50 minutes. I know that's extremely slow, but what are you gonna do? I'm not good at running. Anyway, after that, I actually did a little refactor to the model loading. Right now it doesn't look good because I have some wireframes on it. And right now I'm also implementing this library called Mesh Optimizer. That's why I have the wireframes to show the triangles for the models. So what Mesh Optimizer does is optimizes the meshes. So it can reduce the amount of triangles you have in a mesh. So I'm gonna work on implementing that, but obviously after I'm done running. All right, let's go. All right, y'all, remember to hydrate. If you're watching this, drink some water. this water has electrolytes in it. I put some element in it, and I'm struggling to chug it because it's really cold. But I'm trying to get some electrolytes and water in me before the race, just to make sure I don't completely gas out from losing all the sweat that I'm going to sweat. And I sweat a lot. I sweat. I sweat. I sweat. What am I saying? Well, the bus is delayed. Not the best start to the day, but I'll get there eventually. Hopefully I won't be late, though. My face when the bus and the train are both late. About 1.4 kilometers in. Feeling good. My legs hurt, but that's pretty much every time I run. All right, let's go. You know I'm trying to quit the race. Just go to Culver's, but we cannot. We cannot. Just got a little break at a stoplight, and now I feel more tired. That didn't help at all. I'm in the last kilometer. Very tired, but we're almost done. Almost done. The sun is pointed directly at me. This is evil. I'm done. They didn't have any bevies, so I didn't actually get my after race beer because I don't know, drinking after all that running doesn't actually sound appetizing. Plus, I almost felt like I was gonna throw up, so that wouldn't help. Anyway, we did it. Okay, so today is the day after the 5K, and feeling good. Legs are not really sore anymore. They were the rest of the day, but good night's sleep kind of fixed most of that. Yeah, so to finish up this video, I'm just gonna go through some of the stuff that I worked on over the course of all those clips that I did not show, and mostly stuff I worked on like yesterday though. So we switch to my screen, and as you'll notice, I am not on Hyperland. It is because I'm actually doing this for my gaming PC. I do have Hyperland on this PC, but I found that it's actually easier just record my screen using GNOME. So been using that. And I actually like it. I'm not gonna stop using Hyperland. Like Hyperland's still on my laptop and stuff, but GNOME's not bad. I will say that. Okay, and then also this is CachyOS. It's built on top of Arch, so I'm still using Arch. By the way, don't come for me. I'm still using Arch, but CachyOS is just like a layer above Arch, and it's good for gaming stuff and other things. I don't actually know what else is good for, but it made it really easy to install Steam, so that's all I care about. And it's still Arch under the hood, so still get AURs and Arch packages, Pacman, all that junk. So it was pretty easy to get my all my stuff set up again because it's very similar to my laptop, which I normally work on. Okay, but yeah, what I worked on this video lately. So first of all, I refactored my my model loading. So I kind of simplified the code. So what I did is so I went into the async code, and the reason I changed it is because I actually, let me switch back to my camera. I have this book, 3D rendering cookbook, and most of the lessons in the book, or the recipes in the book, use GLTF files for the models instead of OBJ files. And then also learn OpenGL's like implementation for using asm for loading the files. Requires the models to be changed so that they're rotated. I think he's flipping the Z and Y coordinates. So, but in this book, we still flip the Z and Y coordinates, but we do that in code instead of like in Blender or something. So that's why I switched to using this one. It does have a weird bug, which I'll show you when I run it, but I believe I can fix it just by re-implementing the camera, which there's a recipe for a 3D camera in here as well. So hopefully that will get things all fixed. But basically, we're just running through all these things, putting them into, we're running through all the vertices that ascent gets, and then we're putting them into an array called positions. And then I'm using what's called DSA, or direct state access, to to actually draw the model. So if we take a look here, draw model. Wait, no, not here, because I did not add that yet. Okay, so if I do that here. Oh yeah. So here, so we have this per frame data thing, just a struct that holds the model view projection matrix. We're actually multiplying the matrices on the CPU. I don't know if that makes a big difference, to be honest, but if it does, I can like profile it and see later on, but it's not making a big deal here because my stuff is very simple anyway. So we do that, we send that to the GPU. We use this GL name buffer subdata. So we use this to send the that buffer with the per frame data to the GPU. We're also sending the VAO, which is and the mesh data, which are defined on the model, to the GPU earlier in the load model. Function. So because I'm just looking at the changes in Git, you're not seeing that. I believe that would be in a different branch. Let me see, is it here? Yeah, okay. No. Where the hell? Okay, yeah. GL vertex array buffer, enable array buffer. This is where we, GL buffer storage, or name buffer storage. So we take this mesh data buffer that we created earlier, here, GL create buffer, and then we associate with the VAO here, and then give it the size and the data, and we use that to send that buffer to the GPU, and that's how it draws things. It's a little bit easier than like binding things. This was introduced in OpenGL 4.5. So in the past, you would have to basically treat it like a state machine. So like, if you wanted to change like a certain buffer, you'd have to bind to that buffer and then make your changes and unbind it. With direct state access, you can associate a buffer with a named storage. So when you generate that buffer, you can access it whenever. So it's a little bit simpler, and in my opinion, better. Yeah. And then on this commit, all I did was actually move openGL and the game template into the same repo. So if you take a look at the GitHub, now it has two projects in there, openGL and game template, and that's just to make it easier so I can commit things all at the same time instead of 2 separate repos. And then lastly, I added Mesh Optimizer. So with Mesh Optimizer, it basically optimizes my meshes. So it sends less triangles to the GPU based on a certain level of detail. And how it exactly works is a mystery to me, I'll be honest, but it did work. And you can trust me on that. If you don't trust me, just take a look at the repo and run it. But run. So I have this rubber duck model from the book that I'm reading. So that basically I'm just rendering that. It's a GLTF file. And I have a wireframe that shows all the triangles that openGL renders. And then also here's that bug I was talking about. So as you can see, the duck rotates at a different rate than the camera, which is annoying. And it almost looks like the fucking freaky duck is following you. But it's not. I promise you, the duck can't hurt you. It's not following you. Even though it seems that way, oh my god. But it's not. It's just rotating at a different speed. I think it's just because I'm using the camera from learnopengl.com, and I'm using the other stuff from those books. So gonna look at the camera code and hopefully that'll fix it. But so if I let's see, wanna see if I can check out a older, yeah, let's check out that. Oh, okay, that I went back too far actually. Let me see. So, I'm sorry. Okay. All right. Let's see. Let's go back to where I added the new run script. So, all right. So let's run that now. I think I have the, oh god. Okay, so there's also an issue with the the scaling. It's a Wayland issue, like Linux shit. But ignore that and just look at the duck. Notice how many more triangles are here. If I can get the duck to face the right way. Notice how many more triangles there are. That's a lot of triangles. And that is inefficient. So if we go back to, so I haven't actually fixed that issue. I just like changed the size of the window and it seemed to work. I hope that there's nothing I really have to do else, but whatever. Anyway, that was before Mesh Optimizer. Look at that, way less triangles. So things I need to fix though is this camera. So I will fix that in the next video. But until then, thank you so much for watching. I will be back with more, obviously more game dev, but also less running probably, because I'm a little bit burnt out. I think I'm gonna take a week off from running, focus more on lifting for a little bit, and then I was thinking like just for like boxing endurance that I would do maybe like 2 runs a week, maybe 3, but today I did 4 in like the span of 4 days to like train for that 5K. Won't be doing that. I ran 2 5Ks this week. That's disgusting. Never good. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I am Maddie. We'll see you next time.